So I had to do a show correcting all the things in the news about Russia, but while I was looking for source material, I found there were actually twice as many mistakes about Russia than I thought there was. Because it turns out I have a few friends who actually think that invading Crimea was Soviet thinking. That isn't accurate because the Soviet thinking is what took Crimea out of Russia. And so it's actually what's a nice way of saying it? Republican thinking that put Crimea back in Russia. I almost said nationalist, but no, that's kind of a wolf whistle there. People could take that either way, depending on how they were raised. So we'll just say it's Republican thinking to put Crimea back in Russia where it always belonged. But then when I knew I wanted to see this picture because it's just very classy, but it turns out it's hard to find this picture anymore because Google has actually taken steps to keep you from being able to find it. And I guess I shouldn't be surprised because Google has been on very poor terms with the Republic of Russia. Well, they've gone out of their way to antagonize the new most powerful country in the world. And they've gone out of their way to antagonize the president of Russia, who I guess technically is the most powerful man in the world now, since America consciously chose to not be powerful anymore. I think this picture kind of sums up the whole thing pretty nicely. On top of all that, I found an article on Snopes.com saying that Vladimir Putin is not capable of riding a bear, which is retarded because he's pretty athletic, and even your average Russia has people occasionally seeing if they could ride a bear. And there's even records of bears that were kept professionally for riding. Although I think that was a different species than this one. This actually looks like an Alaskan brown bear. The ones they preferred for riding was an Asian golden bear. So that's just a bit of history to chew on there. I guess that's all I had for today. I just wanted to correct the media. They wouldn't know Soviet thinking if it slapped them in the face. Probably because they have the mainstream media today has more Soviet thinking than even the Soviet Union did at the Golden Age. So now it's just a trade. It's almost like they're talking it down because they're jealous. Anyway, I'll get out of your hair now. Thanks for watching.